Okay, testing, testing. Is this working now, hopefully? Still getting to grips with PS5 streaming, it's a bit different. Yes, okay, good, it's working. Hello, everyone, welcome to Random Race Commentary episode 20. The first time on GT7. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. We're going to be doing some Group 3. What else would you expect? Gets the numbers in. Currently 11 cars on circuit. Going to be getting race 1 started shortly. Where is that quick message? That translates. There we go. Starting soon. More people are joining. Hello to everyone in chat. Well, that's quite a lot of people. Several which are in the lobby, of course. Hello to Myth. Hello to SFR Esports. Hello to Samuel. And hello to Mr. T17. As we have some very closely contested laps at the top of the timing sheets at the moment. Less than a tenth between Nitro and Rounded. Rounded, of course, friend of the channel, or enemy, depending on your perspective. As is, of course, our good friend Mythical. Okay, as more people are joining the lobby, I think I'm gonna wait just a bit more. $3 I think. That's fair. Does that reset every time? Also, no keyboard, because I don't believe GT7 has keyboard functionality yet with the special replays and such. Yes, hello to Taters in the chat there. I'm guessing different username. Myth has got himself a penalty. That's the first highlight of my GT7 streaming career. Sad times. But it should be an interesting race. Got a variety of cars. It's the Mercedes of Rounded that's currently first, but Nitro, of course, set a faster lap earlier. So they must be in the pits at the moment. But Mercedes got a Subaru in stint reg. 4 hour. That of all usernames to be in this lobby, what on earth is that? The Canadian. I'm just gonna refer to you as 4. Good stuff. KGB Jones. Is that a clan tag? Interesting. Didn't know the KGB was still around, but there we go. Mythical in the Toyota. Interesting, there's quite a lot of Mercedes. That seems to be a car of choice, much like in real life. Bit of oversaturation. JSW in a BMW M6 of side exit exhaust. Firing away as we get into the evening here at Watkins Glen International. New circuit for this game was added in an update, I think around June, somewhere around then. Sort of late spring, early summer. Got on my head. Nissan GTR of Wymandu. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing names, just doing my best. Plenty of marbles built up already in this sort of qualifying, I guess you could say, as Stinkrag has now got the fastest lap of the race. The Americans at the top of the timing sheet on one of their home circuits. Waldy driver in the Mustang. And several cars in the pits. Oh, that's your brother? Oh, well, Samuel, wish them the best. Should be an interesting race. G4 Rotary, when did he get here? Another friend of the channel. In the Tamiya GTR in, of course, the Paradox Racing colours. I like how it says door on the side. That's funny. Oh dear. Hello to everyone tuned in. It's fantastic how many views you can get when hosting an open lobby. Oh, I've just noticed it's one of the older cars, the Toyota Supra from 1997, driven by Brian. Several cars making their way out of the pits. Wait a sec. I had to do a double take there because of Nitro's livery. I thought that was the Group 2 version. Okay then. Let's get this thing underway. Have a good race, everyone. It'll be 5 laps here at Watkins Glen International, the full circuit. Be interesting to see who comes out on top of this. We're expecting mayhem here, if previous episodes are anything to go by. Spectate mode. We can actually see the start. This is fantastic. So it's Stinkrag on pole, followed by Nitro, Rounded, 4, KGB Jones, Myth, JSW, Racing Time, and so on. We're about to get underway here at Watkins Glen International. We are underneath the circuit. What kind of glitch is that? My apologies. We are underway once again as Rounded Potato makes his way around the outside. Can't quite get that one to stick. Stinkrag stays in the lead for now. Someone's gone very wide. That might have been Rotary. It was one of the GTRs. Stinkrag leaves them up the hill. But plenty of slipstream opportunities coming up as we make our way towards the inner loop. Essentially a bus stop chicane. Stinkrag in the Travis Pastrana livery just manages to hold on. As one of the Mercedes goes wide, that might have been KGB Jones. In fact, it is, and KGB Jones goes round further back in the field. They've dropped all the way down to last, I believe, looking at the mini-map. Car 27. Then someone else goes off. Was that Nitro? That might just be a bit of netcode. Looked like they went very wide off the circuit. A bit of overtaking here. Mythical on the inside. JSW trying to hold on. The banking making that move possible to hold on around the outside. Mythical gets the place. As battle for the lead, Rounder tries the outside themselves. Plenty of banking on these corners. As someone's gone to Narnia. I think that's Myth in the background. So Rounded is our new leader as the sun continues to set. Oh, there's absolute chaos behind us. Stinkrag trying to close up. Will be in the slipstream. Rounded breaking it. I think we'll be safe going into turn 1. Seems like it. Nitro is up to 3rd, JSW 4th. Brian is in 5th at this stage. Racing Time 6th, who goes very, very wide in that McLaren 650S. It's going to potentially get them a penalty. We do have track limit penalties on this. Yep, 0.5 seconds. 4 and Waldy very close behind, as is G4 Rotary. 4 seems to have a bit of netcode issue as Rotary goes for the inside move into the inner loop chicane. Nicely done. Pulls that off. Mythical with a 0.5 penalty themselves as someone's going quite wide. That's Racing Time. Missing the apex and Rotary goes through. Still side by side as they make their way through, but Racing Time coming up to serve that penalty, as is JSW. Don't know when they got a penalty, but they do indeed have one. Not quite as large. Myth's penalty's gone up to 1 second as more chaos behind. Someone nearly spinning out. That was Wymando, I think. Penalties being served as more side-by-side action between Waldy and JSW. Well, it's absolute chaos. I think everyone's just lost their braking points now at this stage because we've reached that level of darkness. Changed very, very quickly. JSW runs wide. The top three have remained the same so far. But it looks like JSW not with the best of exits. They try and go defensive. Waldy not able to capitalise. There's a bit of a solid defence. Going a bit further up the order. 4 coming under attack from Rotary. As there was some overtaking there, Waldy does go by. Don't think Rotary is going to be quite close enough to have a go into the inner loop. No, indeed not. Very, very close though. Going to go on board as they make their way down the inside, and it will be the outside for the following corner. Does 4 manage to hold on? They outbrake themselves. Textbook maneuver by our good friend G4 Rotary, but it looks like 4 is going to come back on the outside. Can they get the momentum on the high line? It looks like there was a little bit of netcode contact. The top 3 pretty evenly spaced out. Rounded seem to get a bit of a gap. None of these are in slipstream range. That's around 0.7 of a second still, or 7.5. We're past the halfway distance. Brian pretty much by himself, still at the head of this group. Rotary trying to close them down. 4 and 6. Not confusing at all. Waldy recovering in 7th. JSW got the penalty out of the way again there in 8th. Racing Time in 9th. Mythical 10th. KGB Jones in 11th, and Wymando is in 12th. Still plenty that could happen here. Rounded has the fastest lap of the race so far, as Wymando sets their personal best. It's a 146.6 as the current fastest lap, and it looks like Stinkrag might be closing in a bit on Rounded. The gap did go down, but then it's gone up again. So perhaps Stinkrag just trying a bit too hard, making mistakes. They're falling into the clutches of Nitro a bit in that McLaren. That particular McLaren, the F1, not so good in the corners, but very strong on the uphill. The acceleration zones and top speed, mainly its strength, that V12 engine. A bit further back. Rotary by himself. Everyone's pretty much spaced out at this stage, as Mythical about to serve a penalty. They'll drop them into the clutches of KGB Jones. Going on board with them. Bonnet Cam, do they make the lunge? They do! Oh, there's contact! And sent wide. You can now spin the camera around KGB Jones. Let's Myth back by. Good sportsmanship after the failed manoeuvre. Sure, Myth still not particularly impressed, but looking to the inside once again. And this time manages to get the move to stick. Myth's very slidey on the exit of the final corner. As onto the last lap everyone goes. Rounded with a 1.4 second gap, that has gone up. But he's got a 1 second penalty! That must have been at the inner loop chicane. This could prove extremely costly, and if Stinkrag's in range to be able to see that they've got a penalty, that is a major lifeline for their chances. Here we go then. They'll be serving the penalty shortly. We're on the rear wing cam of Rounded. It's going to be close. I think Stinkrag just will get them. Yep. And there they go. Will Nitro get them as well? I don't think so. So Rounded in second. And they've outbroke themselves massively. They're off onto the grass. They've lost second place as well. And they span! They've spun out. They're going to lose the podium. Unbelievable scenes. As this battle for the lead of the race comes to its end, I think Stingrag's going to hold on. Final corner. And indeed, it is going to be Stingrag, the first winner of Random Race Commentary, episode 20. Congratulations to them. Nitro, 1 second back. Brian, by being consistent, gets a third place. And Rounded, what could have been, they take fourth. Rotary, hard charging through the field, gets fifth. 4 is in sixth. Again, that's not confusing at all. JSW in seventh. Racing Time in eighth. Mythical ninth, as KGB Jones has a 1 second penalty. That's going to drop them behind Wymando, I think. It's going to be close on the line between them anyway. And Wymando gets 10th, KGB Jones 11th, so someone exited, unfortunately. But it is Stinkrag, the first winner of tonight. Congratulations to them. As we now wait for the broken 2-minute timer to finish, even though all the cars have finished. I think it's something to do with if someone leaves the race midway or something like that, it counts them as still running. Oh, what an exciting race that was. As Nitro has managed to get past them, but too little too late. Oh, you had no idea he was there. Oh dear. Awareness 100 there from Mythical in the chat. Two-minute timer should be coming to its end shortly. And there it is. In the Monster Energy racing suit, Stinkrag converts the pole position into a victory after losing the lead early on. Fantastic drive by them to keep the composure. People are laughing at Rounded. It's fine because it's Rounded. We know the guy. He can take the abuse. The banter. Oh, the chaos continues. I'm gonna let chat decide. Where shall we go next? Reasonable suggestions only. Brute. Okay, we have Taylor in chat. That is G4 Rotary saying Catalonia Rallycross. I said serious. Oh dear. If you peasants can't decide something reasonable, I'll decide it myself. Route 11, I wish. I wish we had Route 11. Daytona Oval, preferably a road course, if anything. It's currently 9 in the chat. Or on the live stream, anyway. Oh, there's 10. Fantastic. Double figures. Check Discord. Oh, fine, I'll check Discord. Leave me alone. Oh, fantastic. Mr. T17's allowing me to advertise whatever I like on the upcoming 6 hour of Catalonia broadcast, of which I should be having the middle stint. So be sure to subscribe also to the Endurance Racing Federation YouTube channel. I believe if T's in the chat, then he should be able to provide more details on all that stuff. Okay. I mean, you could have just told me in the lobby rotary he wants setups disabled, so fair enough. Because this is taking forever, I'm just going to put us on Daytona road course. 10 laps again. We'll switch this to 60 seconds, I think. Also, I have just saw that Mr. Kazunori has tweeted out the silhouettes for the next update that's going to be happening on the 22nd. I haven't really been able to check that just yet. Better tires? I suppose I can allow all tires. I mean, you can buy them in the lobby now, so that's useful. Some players are still initializing. I guess not, then. You know, I'll do that for the next race, probably. When I change the circuit then. Oh, that's a interesting Lamborghini livery. That reminds me of the one that competed at Bathurst race, the 12-hour. That signature design. In fact, it might be based off that. Yeah, Liquid Molly. It almost certainly is. Oh, but the green on the back. I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, Lamborghini, sure, but... It's an interesting one. Oh, nice! Someone's made that AU Supra design. That was revealed not too long ago. That is a very nice one. As Myth goes into barrier. Turismo Kaga, another friend from Discord. Showing off their stealth model RX Vision, because pre-order peasant. I'm one myself, so I can't talk. Brian is now using an Audi R8. I wish you the best with that one, Chief. JSW is in the BMW M6 again. That's a fantastic looking livery. Couldn't really see it that well in the night time of Watkins Glen, but that is fantastically vibrant. If you made that yourself, then fair play to you. I don't think it's missing as a number board. That's an annoyance. The Motorcraft 4 GT, driven by GRT Matt. Number 66. Nice seeing some IMSA representation. And all the way from Singapore is Rowell. Apologies if I've mispronounced that one. What car are you in? Oh, a Honda NSX. Ooh, that could get very spicy. Look, what's America's obsession with bus stop chicanes? They're basically all there, except the fictional Dragon Trail one. I think bus stop chicanes are like a no-go for Formula One because of like just the speed that you go into them. They're extremely dangerous. I mean, there's the one at Spa-Francorchamps that used to be a bus stop, but they still call it that. But it's not. Rounded in the NEOS Lexus RCF. Another very nice design as Roel makes their way out the pits. Porto in a Supra. A McLaren, again for racing time. 11 watching. 13 watching even. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like if you are so inclined. Consider subscribing as well if you want to be notified for future activity on the channel, including more of these, hopefully. Now that the first one is being done, it'll be a bit easier. Stink rag. Did they change car or were they in the Mercedes last time? I can't remember. I think they might have been in a Mercedes. Either way, black Mercedes Formula One style livery with that Petronas Aqua. Very nice looking user. Interesting to have that as a user name. Sorry. You're free to unsubscribe just for that joke alone, except for don't really. But Nissan GTR, is that the older GTR as well? I think it might be. I think the older GTR is a little bit taller. The rear wing's a bit different. So that's the one that has a good balance of performance for straight line speed, so I can definitely see where they're going with that. Oh, that's the Kenwood NSX livery. Oh, I missed that car. I used to run the NSX Le Mans race car in like Super GT events, even though it wasn't a Super GT car. I just thought the livery was cool. Oh, fun times. Brian in that Mercedes again. AJ Porto on circuit in that Toyota Supra. I think we're doing okay. Some messages from the lobby chat to the stream chat. Oh, you made that NSX? If you do, I think it's quite cool. Unless you made a different NSX somewhere that you... Okay, nice. Hold on, is that a Meyer Shank livery? I need to see that. Well, congratulations to Meyer Shank Racing, as there's a bit of a battle in practice. Look at that. The motorcraft car going by the BMW JSW. Myth setting personal best times. It's Stinkrag that's just switched to the NSX. Look at that. The number 60 Meyer Shank car. Reliving my IMSA fantasies. But yeah, congratulations to them in real life for securing the dub at Daytona. Tomsoft is here in another GTR, like the sweat he is. Another friend of the channel, of course. Oh, the Danker Seb decals on the side, that's a nice touch. Very strange not having Sebastian Vettel in F1 anymore. It's a bit like when Kimi Räikkönen left. Hopefully we don't glitch underneath the circuit again. Rotary is currently the fastest on circuit. They might be the only one to have set a lap. Actually, no, they're ahead of Kaga, who's also set a lap. Some have managed that. But so I guess well done, Rotary, for that. Some more position changing. They've also got a nice slipstream on the rather obtuse Nissan GTR ahead. Oh, but they've got a 0.5 penalty for cutting the chicane. Very unfortunate stuff. JSW made their livery as well. That's another fantastic car, I have to say. Stinkreg has swapped to the Toyota Supra this time in a Red Bull livery, so watch out for that. As Brian in an Alfa Romeo 4C. Not too sure how well that will do on the banks and the straights, but on the infield it should be quite competitive. 15 of 16, so there's one lobby space if anyone else wants to join us. 14 in the live stream, so thank you all again so much for tuning in. This has been a fantastic return to form for Nuke Shop Media. As, yep, Cabro has joined from Spain. Still that one extra lobby spot left. I'm gonna say starting soon. Is that a different livery to the GTR I saw earlier? As soon as I mentioned the GTR, it was like going to be decent around here. Everyone switches to it. I know, I'll be on YouTube. That's the only way that I get full lobbies, is by doing this. Oh, hold up. Oh, another Supra. Okay. The Supra is another car that, especially in the live tours, you've seen be very competitive on the straight. So Supras and GTRs are going to be the way to go here, I think. If someone else manages to pull a win off, then fair play to you. I'm going to do the everyone ready. 15 of 16 with 14 on circuit, of course, then me. This live stream is not brought to you by any beverage, unfortunately, this time, because I don't have a drink with me, unfortunately. I didn't think that far ahead. I might get one later. Hopefully this stream will be going pretty much all evening. Depends. Have some more of the Discord guys joining, as well as some more brand new people. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to get the link to the Discord server in the on the whatchamacallit, the description, because of, again, figuring out how PS5 live streaming works. But I'll see if I can post a link to it, and you're free to check it out from there. I'll post it in chat. I don't know if it will actually carry over, but definitely check it out. It's a nice place to vaguely exist. Partner servers, that's going to be the fastest place to find it. Okay. Oh, that does turn into a link. Fantastic. Have a good race, everyone. So yeah, be sure to check that link that I just posted in the live chat for the Discord server. And all the various associations with it, along with, like, the Sim Racing Federation, of which I am the somewhat proud president of. Here we go, then. Let's hope that we don't get stuck underneath the circuit this time. 15 viewers, I think that might be a channel high. Or definitely yearly high, because it's the first, or second stream of the year. Here we go, then. It is... oh! Some good friends of ours on the front row. It's Tomsoft, followed by Rotary. User in third. Turismo Kega fourth. GRT Matt fifth. Brian sixth. Roel GT7. Oh, Roel's just disconnected. Really sorry to hear that. Hopefully they come back. Stingrag 7th, Myth in 8th. We are green, 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 and the cars are off. And for whatever reason, I don't have access to the exterior camera. So, there we go. It's potentially going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Tomsoft managing to keep the position. Oh, it's mayhem. It is 3 wide a bit further back. Tomsoft, followed by Rotary. User up to 3rd. GLT Matt there. Oh, someone's round a super on the grass, and one goes round as well. Absolute chaos. Cars being reset. I think someone may have left. Yep, User has gone, unfortunately. The Void has claimed yet another victim. As GLT Matt goes wide. Gonna be careful on the rejoin. They rejoin just ahead of Rounded. I think Rounded's gonna be waiting to just use the slipstream as they make their way out of the infield for the first time. Turismo Kaga also on the heels. JSW and Racing Time a bit further back. Mythical Triangle, I think, was one of the cars that went off. Maybe AJ Porto as well. Or Cabro. All the Supras towards the back. Stinkrag as well. And then the 4C of Brian. Must have been called Matt Schmozzle, as one John Hindhoff would say. So, more overtaking around the 7th, 8th and 9th spots as AJ Porter manages to get up to 7th place. Rotary in the slipstream, looking to the outside in that Lamborghini. And they just edge ahead. Will they be able to get the move done going into turn 1? It's going to be very, very close. Tomsoft will still just about have the inside, maybe a little bit of side drafting going on. Tomsoft very strong on the brakes. Are they still side by side? Looks like it. Oh, contact further back. That's GRT Matt in the Motorcraft 4 GT that's gone off. As Turismo Kaga and Rounded are battling it out as well for the final step on the podium. As it stands, the top 2 have broken away, as have 3rd and 4th. Kaga all over the back of the GTR. Some more chaos going off as Matt and Cabro are side by side, making their way back onto the tri-oval. Matt holds on as JSW holding off some of these guys. I think that was Stinkrag and Myth. So Myth in 9th, my signature position. AJ Porto down in 10th at the moment, and Racing Time and Brian have really not made much progress out of the blocks, unfortunately. They'll be hoping some more incidents up ahead. Cars making their way through that bus stop chicane, the Le Mans chicane as it's now known. Cabro seems to be the head of this particular pack, as we're going to have a potential lead change early. Rotary's trying to time the slipstream a bit better. Trying the outside line once again on the brakes. That GTR managing to hold him off once again. Rounded holding off Kaga. As Stinkrag and Mythical battling on. As JSW goes very wide, but not as wide as Myth. That's going to be a quote. Yep, just running wide, very easy to make that mistake, especially with the tailwind, 4.3 meters a second at the moment of tailwind going into turn 1. It's going to make the car very unstable, and the brakes a bit less effective, as there's a battle for second to last place, as Brian seems to be a little bit faster on the infield section perhaps than Racing Time. As there's a plane landing in the background. The Joe 2 guy has joined. Have mercy on us all. Brian runs wide. Tomsoft has managed to get a gap over Rotary, 1.2 seconds. Look at the sparks being thrown up by the netcode of that Lamborghini. I don't know if Turismo Kaga's Mazda RX Vision is going to have enough even in slipstream to overhaul Rounded in the GTR. That GTR is extremely fast. Got some fancy drone shots there, it looked like. Got to be careful in the turbulence that that doesn't create a debris situation. Cabro in 5th, Stinkrag up the order in 6th. AJ Porto now up to 7th through consistency and the misfortune of others. JSW 8th, GRT Matt. Very unfortunate seeing them this far down the order. It looks like they're going to try and get a run on JSW as Rotary has managed to get ahead of Tomsoft. Apologies, I only just noticed that. But Matt has ran wide and JSW maintains place. Brian has managed to get ahead of racing time meanwhile. And yeah, this battle continues. So perhaps Tomsoft had a penalty. That'd be my guess. Maybe Le Mans chicane. And that has allowed Rotary to get past. Of course, that's just speculation. So that more aerodynamically shaped Lamborghini will be punching less of a hole through the air for that GTR to benefit from, but still a decent amount. Rear wing cam on the Lamborghini. Plenty of sparks being thrown up again. We're moving into evening. Defends the inside. Did he outbrake himself? No. That was just Tomsoft backing out early. As there's a three-way battle at the moment, and it looks like Kaga has lost out, and somehow Cabro has managed to get their way up into 3rd. Stinkrag on the back of this battle as well. So yeah, great drive by Cabro. Rounded in the slipstream, making their way towards turn 1 as the battle continues for the lead. Oh, they're leaning on each other! Onion barges between the leaders on the final lap. They're still side by side, making their way through the infield section to the International Horseshoe. Battles further back as well. Tomsoft just about holds on for now. Rotary will be hoping to stay within slipstream range to get him back. Maybe the West Horseshoe is an opportunity as well, but you really just want to stay behind because you're going to lose out in slipstream anyway. AJ Porto, meanwhile, in 7th, has the fastest lap of the race. Fantastic going by them. There's some tyre squealing a bit further back as Rounded being challenged by Kaga. These two have been at it pretty much all race long. Rounded's off on the grass. And Stinkrag makes it 3 wide. They try and slot through the middle. Very opportunistic stuff. And Kaga's going to try the cutback. They continue to battle. Rounded somehow maintains 4th. But the battle for the lead is still on. Difficult to look away from this. It's going to be very, very close. Rotary does manage to get alongside into the bus stop chicane. Do they get it stopped? Yes. Now they need to avoid penalties. I think they were clean. But Tomsoft will have the run in the slipstream. Stinkrag up to 4th, Rounded 5th, Kaga 6th. This has allowed Cabro in that final podium position to clear off. It's going to be very close as they come to the line. Will Tomsoft be able to get the slipstream? The checkered flag is out. Right on the line. It is Tomsoft. What was the margin there? Nothing, according to the game. A dead heat. Unbelievable scenes. Cabro takes a very impressive 3rd. Stinkrag charged up the order to 4th in the end. Rounded 5th. Turismo Kaga fell down a bit to 6th. AJ Porto 7th. They maintained the fastest lap of the race. Unless any of these guys get it. There you see Racing Time sliding their way across the infield, across the line. Very close also between Brian and GRT Matt. So Brian actually got ninth at the end. They were quite a way behind at the start, so very good recovery drive by them. GRT Matt 10th, and JSW was the last car to finish this race. But officially, it is TSR Tomsoft, winner of race 2 of Random Race Commentary episode 20. By a margin of nothing, according to the game. That was like the LMP2 battle at the actual Daytona 24 hour. That was sick. Oh, that was fantastic stuff. Congratulations to all involved in that. That was awesome. Yes, allow softs. That will be a thing. I'm going to do a track vote on the live chat again, and hopefully suggest something tolerable. I'll allow softs, don't worry. But yeah, this is my way of increasing engagement from the users. If you want to vote on the track next, you have to go on the YouTube. Flawless strategy. Right, before I forget all the other stuff, allow softs and mediums and all that other stuff. I don't know why you'd want to use mediums or hards, but you can still. What's this about Tomsoft being a menace to society that I'm seeing in the chat? He's been okay as far as I've known him. Anyway, track vote. Let me know in the chat what you want. Within reason, of course. No ovals, no rally. Okay. Oh dear. What a race that was. Oh, I know what this stream can be sponsored by. My mother's homemade Peshwari naan breads. Absolutely goated. Shout out my mother. Northern Isle. I said no. I said serious suggestions only. The Alsace test course, that's at least a serious suggestion. To some people it's not, but that's besides the point. Broadbean Raceway. Okay, if I see another questionable choice, then we are just going to go straight to Alsace, so no one else gets to vote. Oh, Monza. Okay, there's a serious vote. Monza is, that would be chaos, wouldn't it? Sardegna A, Lago Maggiore, SF19's on Alsace. That would require everyone in the lobby to have an SF19. Plus, I don't know how you'd moderate that. Because you can't set one makes, as far as I know. I mean, I'm seeing Maggiore a lot, but that's just because Myth keeps repeating it. Don't think I won't be fooled by that, Myth. You can't vote 3 times. Only I can do that, because this is a warped democracy. Tomahawks. 2 people said Monza's nice. We're gonna go Monza. Should I increase the lap amount? Nah, I think we'll be fine with 5. 5's a nice number for relatively short races. Also, I'm gonna do that just so no one gets pranked. Although that would be a very funny thing to happen. Here we are then. And the Monza National Park. Temple of Speed. And many of the names it is known as. Or is it the Cathedral of Speed, because it's Italy? I think the Temple of Speed was Fuji, I think. The Shrine of Speed, there we go, that's a nice sounding alliteration. Fisherman's Ranch in Tomahawks. What? Why are you people like this? The Cathedral of Speed, that's what I thought, but didn't, but did. I'm always right, that's just how it is. Anyway, let's see who we've got this time around. We've got TSR Tomsoft in the Mercedes, being a very generic competitor this time around. Well done to you. Joe of the Fire in the Supra, in that classic TSR livery now. Long-time viewers of the channel will remember that. Turismo Kaga in a very interestingly front-aeroed Porsche 911. That's yeah, quite large front intakes. I don't know if they still have the radiator out front for that particular model, because that's the mid-engine one now. But I mean, maybe. I think they're still at the front, but they move further back as they slithering about like Randy Orton out of the Ascari chicane. Stinkrag sticking with that Toyota Supra, it would seem there. Mythical in a Aim Vassar Sullivan Lexus. I think that's just Vassar Sullivan. I think Aim almost left by this time. We've got some fake auxiliary lights on the front there as well. That's quite a neat touch. GLT Matt switching out the Ford GT for a Mercedes of Good Smile Racing. Haven't seen one of those liveries in quite a while. Rain. This circuit doesn't have rain, does it? I don't think it does. If it does, that's news to me. Oh, I think I just saw an AF Corsa Ferrari leaving the pits there. But racing time, sticking with that McLaren 650S. That Nexus car. Reminds me a bit of a sort of black and blue of Virtual Life Experience, now known as Distinct Esports. Also previously known as Volex, then VLX, then whoever else. They've had more rebrands than I have. No, I don't think that's okay. Otherwise you'd have rain on like Goodwood. On the Goodwood Motor Circuit. That's definitely not a thing. It's only select ones in Europe, like Nürburgring, Spa. Dragon Trail's Gardens layout has it. The Seaside one doesn't. We might do Spa depending on how many votes there are after this for it. Brian in the Audi R8 again. The rain doesn't exist in America, it's just a desert. There's a painted diffuser there on that Supra. Interesting choice for Cabro. Rotary still in that Bathurst 12-hour style Lamborghini. Weinberg Gaming. Oh, we've got a Jaguar. Don't see these that often, but SFR Esports. Nice racing stripe there. A little bit of lag, but Hopefully, just on my end. It rains in Illinois, okay. And AJ Porto, judging by the steering wheel, another Supra. Yep. So at the top of the timing sheets, it is a TSR 1-2. What a shock that is. Car 99, that's a different racing number. I think that might have been Wyber's number for one of the very old Super Formula series that was ran before. Got Feinberg setting a purple time through sector 1. Slipstream assist there. Good timing with that. Oh, rotary bit sideways in the background. Some of these guys still yet to set representative times. School reaction. Oh, thank goodness we don't have emojis in the GT Sport live chat. GT Sport? What year is this? Make it rain? I can't make it rain. I'm just reading the live chat now for reference. Thanks again to those tuning in. Be sure to leave a like. Hope that my commentary is somewhat entertaining. It's probably not. Oh well. As Kaga runs a little bit wide, that might incur a penalty. No, get away with it. So perhaps that was just netcode. As Cabra moves up to third in that Supra. Very nicely done. Joe has a 1 second penalty. I think they're trying to serve it, but it's not one of those that you can serve by stopping. Don't know why, but it is. Oh, this is going to be an absolute nightmare to pronounce. Apologies in advance. Muexzilla is in the Mercedes, their Rothmans livery, as Racing Time gets it all crossed up on the exit of Lesmo 1. Yeah, that number 5 car. Not red, but still guessing Nigel Mansell tribute. So perhaps Williams inspired Rothmans there. Several in the pits still. That's a different livery on that Lexus. Who's that? Is that Kaga? Very nice. As a Corvette has entered the fray in the form of G4 Rotary. The Fat Boy himself. Fat Boy not so slim. Still at the moment the TSR guys at the top of the timing sheets. Rounded I've just noticed has stolen Joe's number, so that explains why he's number 99 for this. "14 cars on circuit." Brian is on circuit now as well, I just saw. Well, they might have been earlier as well, but I just saw them, overtook someone. Stingray still in that Supra as well. Oh, thanks for the compliment there. I get compliments, this is great. There's the field. Have we got a full lobby now? Yeah, it's just JSW, who's not entered yet. And rounded now that they've left the circuit. I'll put us starting soon. Yeah, this could be chaos. This is my Peugeot RCZ. The one of the best Group 3 cars, just because I say so. Nuke shot colour scheme. Won't be driving it today, unfortunately, but commentary calls. Good practice for the upcoming whatchamacallit. Catalonia 6 hours, that's the one. Oh, you can't afford the softs. Oh. I see. That's, oh, the savagery. Apologies to hear that. A suggestion... the space is probably going to fill up. But, if you maybe miss this race, get some credits up. And, then quickly buy some softs and then come back. Well, you must have a car that has softs, perhaps, somewhere. Um, Actually, hold on. You won't be as competitive, but I can at least allow the other compounds again. I've just reset the qualifying rankings, haven't I? Oh, what have I done? So yeah, softs, mediums, and hards all allowed now. So expect JSW to be off the pace because of a tyre disadvantage. Reverse grid, we'll try that the next one. I'm not starting just yet, there are still some not on the circuit. Interesting strategy there by Feinberg. Or Feinberg. Whichever. Apologies again. Oh, hold up. GRT Matt is in an SLS. That's an interesting choice. Don't see that often. That's another good small livery. Very nice. Brian is in a R34 GTR. Skill issue. I saw a video, or I saw it again rather, because I saw it ages ago, but I found it again of the Halo voice announcer. Just saying like no maidens and skill issue. It was hilarious. Oh dear. Definitely check that out if you've got the time. I think it was either a YouTube Shorts or just like a really short video.